So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront, and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. How are you? Come on in. Watch me as I play with my beard. My wife says you got to stop touching your beard. You're getting oil on your beard. Your hands have oil on them. I said, oh, my beard has oil on it. It's getting oil on my hands. Different thing there, right? Plus, it feels cool. All right, so today, we're talking about goal setting today. And goal setting is something I like to spend my time on. It's a big part of my day because I just believe it's the heartbeat of your life. Whatever you have inside of you, whatever purpose you have, whatever you want to go for in your life will be better served, and you'll have a better time. You'll be in your passion when you set goals. You've heard this before, but we're going to talk about it today and give you a different idea about it, if I may. It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day because we need it. Your life has been kind of challenging these past couple of weeks, days. An election year is coming. It's just going to get crazier. It is. So what do? Well, you can just hide from it, or you can just get the right attitude and just let it bounce off of you. Just have the right boost juice inside of you, the right attitude, and you can take it all in. You can see evil in the world. You can see it and not have it bring you down too much. If you're just a person who goes and hides from it, it's going to ruin your day. And by the way, think about that a little bit. Some of the big stuff that's happening right now in the news all over the place, I don't want to bring you down or talk about that too much, but it's there. It's always going to be there. It always has been. It's not going to go anywhere. But, there's stuff that you do in your day-to-day life where you ignore the big stuff because you don't want to be brought down by it. You could run into somebody at work today who's just going to ruin your day. Is there any difference in that? I mean, ultimately, yes, there's a huge difference in it. But what I'm saying is how you feel, how you take it. It's kind of the same thing. And so becoming impervious to that, understanding just how you deal with it. You're running your own game, no comparison to anybody else, and you just know where your mindset is and where your thoughts are. That's what this is all about. Between the lines of what I say here, if you listen closely, and sometimes you have to slow the thing down because I do get going fast, you'll pick up that stuff. Ultimately, that's what it's all about. Get out of bed in the morning, have a really good day, following your passions, doing the things you love to do, go to bed at night, have really good dreams about all the passions and things you love to do, get up and do it again. And that'd be awesome. Did I say who I was? I don't think so. I'm Scott Smith, Chief Motivating Officer, founder here at motivationtomove.com. Happy to have you here today. All kinds of new people coming in the door. I appreciate that. Happens all the time. It's been 17 years and there's always new people. If you're here for the first time, don't try to catch up on 5,000 podcasts. Just don't do it. Just start today and go forward, okay? In the meantime, have you picked up my Scott Logic newsletter? You can get it. Just go to motivationtomove.com. I think I have a domain there called getscottlogic.com. People like it a lot. It's actually pretty cool. It's something that I think is working well for most people. And the way I can tell you that is we have about a 75% open rate every single day. That's unheard of. When you send an email every single day and people actually open it and read it and then they hit reply and say, cool, man, thank you. It's awesome. Go get it. Getscottlogic.com. Let's get on with the show today. Let's talk goals. Now, before you say, oh, God, another goal-setting show, I am not your typical goal-setting guy. When I listen to podcasts about goal setting, I'm like, okay, let's set some real goals here. Let's have some real fun here. Let's get down into the theory of goal setting that really, truly works. And there is a theory. There's a paper written on it. It's widely circulated. Most people say it's the way it works, and I believe it works as well. It's been studied about 100 times. Give it up. If you want to get what you want in life, goals are where it is. Now, why is that? Because you're wired to do that. You're born and put on this planet for something. I don't know what it is, Scott. What's my purpose? What am I supposed? It doesn't matter what your purpose is. You're supposed to do something. I don't care if your goal is to go drink beer this afternoon. Be responsible. I don't care. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to. I don't care what it is. Set a goal and go for it. It's going to make you a happier person. Okay, come here. Go real close. Get over here. All right. Okay, before we get into the power of purposeful goal setting, I want to tell you this. You are one of two kinds of people. You're a growth-oriented person who sees the world as just opportunity every time you open your eyes. Maybe not right away. You might be in the grumpy zone like me in the morning sometimes, but right after that, I see the world for what it is. Opportunity everywhere. You're growing, you're stretching, you're trying to become all that you can be before time runs out and you're nothing anymore. Or you're the other kind of person, a fixed person. A person who is kind of stuck in your ways. You think they should be as they should be. Why isn't it working out? It should work out, and you hold fast, and you're not very much fun. I'm just saying. But it's my way, Scott. It's who I am. I can't change. Okay. I'm just saying, you're one of two people. But I want to be like you, Scott. Okay, then change. But I don't want to. Okay, we're not going to go there. I just understand that you're growing or you're staying where you are. Forget the fact that people say, hey, if you're not growing, you're dying. Thank you, Tony Robbins. You didn't hear from me. You're one of two kinds of people. Which one are you? Decide today. Okay, so I've always believed goal setting is the heartbeat of your life. I think having a powerful goal, a bit of an anticipation in life, if you will, something to work toward almost automatically, puts you in that passion zone where you will work until well, I was going to say your fingers bleed. That was weird. You will work until you get what you want, and you love doing it. But for years and years and years, I was kind of confused by it because as I was growing up and listening to all the stuff, all the personal development stuff early on, the Zig Ziglars, the Brian Tracys, the early Tony Robbins, all that kind of stuff, everything I listened to, the Earl Nightingales, I listened to it all. Well, not at all, but, I've done a lot of it. And I was always trying to figure out how the pieces came together. And Zig, I think, was the first one to say, start with the end in mind, or was that Stephen Covey? I forget which one it was at this point. One of the two, probably both, probably all of us. Start with the end in mind. But the end is way out there, isn't it? It's kind of hard to start with the end in mind if you can't see the end. And that's been my contention forever and ever and ever. If people go out and let's set a 5-year goal, and I want to be a $10 million millionaire. That's a millionaire 10X. But they've never done it before. It's too far down the road. They can't possibly believe it. They can't see it. They can't imagine it. They can just hope and wish and pray they're going to get it. But does that ever happen? No, you give up. It's too challenging. It's too big. You're not going to go there. And that's the key with goal setting. If it's too big and too challenging, you're not going to do it. However, you pull it back a little bit and say, listen, in the next week, I could maybe get closer to being a thousandaire. I could do that. I can see that. I've done that before. Boom. Now it's a challenging goal that's actually doable within a timeline you can imagine and see. So we can't go too big and too far out, but yet we need to have an end in mind. So keep that in mind if you're setting a goal today, and maybe stair step it, if you will. I always say the light will come on once you get started and not necessarily before that. So you need to make sure that you're paying attention. Now, there's another kind of goal setting that I think most of you do, and you probably do it as well. And truthfully, they both need to happen at the same time. And the goal setting I'm talking about, can I read the definition to you? Let me look off camera here. If you're not watching the camera, ignore that comment. An area or object toward which players in various games attempt to advance the ball or puck, Canadians, and usually through a thing that scores points. It's a game, okay? So goal setting, see the end in mind or get a point. Now, it could be argued, and I will actually be a proponent of this, that both happen at the same time. If you understand what the end of the game is, which is to do the best you can and win the game, that's kind of a goal out there. That's an outcome-oriented goal, and yet you got to put points on the board to get the goal. So they do happen at the same time. But I would propose that many of you and you and you and that guy and those three people over there and the one who didn't show up today because he's sleeping in, you're not playing the long game. You're playing the short game. You're just trying every single day to put points on the board. That's all you're trying to do. That's what it's all about, Scott. It's all about winning. Not really. Not really. Because, see, that's the middle. That's the thing about goal setting. You know, the end is the end of the goal. That's where you want to go. But in the middle is the journey. It's all the fun. It's the crazy stuff that's all happening. You can get caught up in that obsessed nature of goal setting and still lose the game, can't you? And if you've put a bunch of points on the board and you did win, but you hated the experience, did you win the game? Did you reach your outcome? It's really interesting to think about. So I think it comes down to where you place your focus. And it's a duality. It's you looking at both things and kind of thinking about it in the terms of what do I want to accomplish here and what's the timeline I'm going to be doing and what are the things that are going to happen along the way. So the way you put those two things together is pretty easy. It's a combination of having a bit of a vision, a purposeful vision that leads you in a direction of how you want to feel, what you want to do, what your contribution is to be, what you're going to do today, this week, next week, whatever your life goal is, your purpose in life. And if you don't know your purpose is to find your purpose. So don't check out on me right now. Just say, okay, that's great. Scott gave me a purpose today. Just go figure out my purpose. A long-term actions, your goal setting every single day are directed toward your goal and or your purpose. And when you know your purpose, you suddenly begin to get all the actionable steps in between. If you do it really well, you arrive at your passion state. Now you just get out of bed every single day and just hump it and hump it and hump it until you get what you want. It sounds so easy, I know, but it's not. That's why we do these shows, because none of us can figure it out in forever. Get my Scott Logic email. Go to getscottlogic.com and get signed up. It's positive, upbeat, entertaining. People love it. Big open rate. Every day they're commenting to me, and people are starting to share them too. They're printing them out, putting them on their bulletin boards and sharing. It's just cool. It's just fun to do. I'm really enjoying doing it. Facebook page is cool too. Join the cool kids over there. Just go to dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. If you're into Facebook and you want a cool place, we toss anybody out who's not nice. Instantly, ban them, gone. No questions asked. Don't try to negotiate, nothing. They're just out of here. Anything else, go to motivationtomove.com. You can find me there. I'll be back tomorrow for another Daily Boost, self-inflicted change, and why it rocks so well.